the set of sun.
Where the place upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, great Malkin. Hand it call.
Anon. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and the filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt in your estate.
This is Macduff, who like a good and hearty soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil thou dost leave it.
Doubtful, it stood. There's two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke the heart. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of kerns and gallow glasses is supplied. And fortune, when he's damned quarrels smiling, shot like a rebel's whore. But was too weak for brave Macbeth. He deserves that name! Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution, like Vala's minion carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which never shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlement.
Worthy cousin, valiant gentleman.
As once the sun gains his reflection, shipwrecking storms and doubtful thunders break. So from that spring, when discomforts him to come, discomfort swells. And Mark, King of Scotland, Mark! No sooner justice how with valor armed compelled as skipping currents to trust their heels, but then obeying Lord, surveying vintage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began afresh and salt.
Just made this not our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report there were as cannons overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds and memorize another Golgotha, I cannot tell. I am faint. My gushers cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honour both. Go, find the surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy King of Ross.
Why, here's look for his eye. So should he look. It seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
From whence camest thou, worthy thing?
From Fife, great king. Run away and ban and flout the sky and ban our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers. Assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the fate of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted with self-comparison, point against point, arm against arm rebellion. And to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness!
That now Swain over Norway's king craves composition. Nor would we deign him burial of his bed. To he dispersed at St. Colm's Inch $10,000 to our general use.
No more shall that Thane of Cawdor deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death.
And with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, Macbeth hath won.
Aroint thee witch, the rump thy brilliant cries. Husbands to a level gods. Master the tiger. In the sea, out of the sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do. I'll give thee a wing. Thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other.
The very ports they blow, and all the quarters that they know in the shipman's car. I shall drink him, dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day. Hang upon and pass with. You shall live, a man forbid. Wearisome nights, 9 times 9 shall he dwindle peak. Time, as though his bar not be lost, shall now be tempest tossed. Look what I've got. Show me. A pilot's thumb, wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
We're sisters,
hand in hand, hostess of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charm's wound up.
So foul and fair a dare has not seen.
How far is it called to forest? These, so withered, so wild in their attire, that look not like inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or you aught that man may question?
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glass. All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth. Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, the fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show, my noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope that he seems wrapped withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me. It neither begs nor for your favour, nor your hate. Hail.
Hail.
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater. Not so happy yet, much happy.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay! You, imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? Thane of Cawdor lives. Prosperous gentleman. To be king stands not within the prospect of belief no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop us with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
The earth hath bubbles, the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted as breath to the wind.
Such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason listener?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
I'm Thane of Cawdor too, went it not so?
Oh, to the self-same tune and words. Who's there?
The king of happy received Macbeth, news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises, do contend should be final his. Silenced with that, reviewing over the rest of the self-same day, he finds these stout in all way of ranks. Nothing afeard of what thyself didn't make a strange image of death. As thick as hell came post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defence, and poured them down before him.
Queer sense, to give thee from a royal master's thanks, only to hell thee into his sight, not pay thee.
And, for an earnest of a greater honour, he made me, from him, call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition hail most worthy fame, for it is fine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life, which he deserves to lose. Whether he combined with those of Norway, or did lie in a rebel of hidden heaven advantage, or that of both. He laboured in his country's wreck, I do not know, but treasons tried, capital, confessed, and proven, half overthrown him.
Glamis and the Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thank you, both. Do you not hope your children shall be kings when those that promised the Thane of Cawdor to me promise no less to them?
That trusted home might yet enkindle you under the crown besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange. And oftentimes, to win us to our harm, these instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles, betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
2 truths are told. As happy prologues to the swelling act of imperial theme. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why has it given me earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why does my mind yield to that suggestion whose horrible image does unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes. So my single state of being that function is smothered in surmise. Nothing is but what is not.
Look, our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir.
New horrors come upon him. Our strange garments cleave not with their mould, but with the aid of use.
Come what come may. Time in the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favour. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind fellows, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read. Come, let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced here, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts, each to other. Till then enough, come.
Is the execution done on Cawdor? Are those in commission not yet returned?
My liege, they have not yet come back, but I have spoke with one that had seen him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing in it. He died as one that had been studied in his death, to throw away the dearest thing he owed us for a careless trifle.
there's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a man on whom I built an absolute trust. Brave cousin, the sin of my ingratitude, even now, was heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou have been less deserving? Perhaps the proportion both of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service in doing it pays itself. Your Highness' part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state children and servants who do but what they should, by doing everything safe towards your love and honour.
Hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labour to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou art no less deserving, nor shall be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and those of you whose places are the nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, who we name henceforth the Prince of Cumberland, who honour must, not unaccompanied, invest him only, but signs of nobleness, like stars, shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
The rest is labour which is not meant for your majesty. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with news of your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My noble.
Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down, or else I will leap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not the light see my black and deep desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be which it fears when it is done to see.
Noble Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It's a feast to me. Let's after him, who goes before us to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came messages from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cortal. By which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred to me with the coming on of time. Hail King that shalt be. This, I have thought, good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou might not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is, promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Alarms thou art.
mortal.
And thou shalt be what thou art promised. Yet, do I fear thy nature? It is too full of the look of human kindness to catch the nearest way. That would be great. Art not without ambition, but without the illness that should attend it. What that wouldst highly, that wouldst thou Skordellis. It's not play false, and yet strongly win. Thou'lt have great glance, that which cries thou must do if thou'lt have it, and that which thou is feared to do, then wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear and chastise thee with the bell of my tongue, all that impedes thee from going round. Fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have crowned with all. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say. Is not thy master, who wert so to inform for preparation?
It is true, so please you. Our thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make of his message.
Give him tended. He bring news. Great news. The raven himself is all, which croaks Duncan's fatal entrance into my battlement. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the total full of dire scrutiny. It's in your sight of substance. Come, make thick my blood. Stop up the access and the passage remorse with the no compunctive visitings of nature, shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for cock. You murdering minstrels. You wait upon nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pour thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the darkness to cry, hold! Hold. Great laws, one, order, greater than both time, all hail hereafter. Let us transport me from this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in an instant.
Dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight,
Anyone goes hence?
tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that Mars. Your face, my thing, is as a book where men may read strange matters, beguile time. Look at the time. I welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look at the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that comes tonight must be the violet thorn, and you will put this great witness into my dispatch, so that all days and nights to come can solely soften can sway and master them.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. Alter favours, ever to fear. Leave the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air sweetly and nimbly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
Guest of summer, the temple-haunting martlet does appointment by his loved mansion ring. The air smells wonderfully here. No jutty, frieze, buttress, nor coign of vantage, but this bird hath made his bed and appropriate cradle, where they most breed and haunt, I have observed. The air is delicate.
See our honoured hostess. The love that follows us often is our trouble, which still we thank as love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God ild us for your pain, and thank us for your trouble.
All our service in every point twice done and done double. We are a single and honoured business to contend, your highness. We rest, your highness.
Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at his heels, and had a purpose to be his purveyor. But he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath helped him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants have theirs themselves, and what is theirs in common to Olive, your highness.
Give me your hand, escort me to mine host. We love him greatly, and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence with his surceased success, that this blow might be the be-all and end-all here. But here, on this bank and shoal of time, we'd jump the life to come. In these cases, we still have judgment here. That but being taught our bloody instructions return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues shall plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow this horrible deed in every eye, that tears will drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but bolting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He is almost soft. Why, he left the chamber.
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he had.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honoured me of late, and I have brought golden opinions from all sorts of people which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Has it slept since? And wakes now so green and pale, but it is so free. From such time I account thy life. Art thou feared to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem the ornament of life, and live but a coward in thine own esteem? I dare not wait upon, I would, like the poor cat in the adage.
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man, who does more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it then you were the man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. No time, no place to here. Yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and their furnace now does unmake you. I have given suck. I know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I, while it was smiling up at my face, have plucked its boneless gums from my nipple and dashed the brain out, had I so sworn as you had to this.
If we should fail.
We fail. Screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. And Duncan is asleep. I too, his day's hard churning was soundly invited. His chamberlains will I wine and myself squeeze, but memory, the water of the brain be but a few. And every seat of reason and limbeck, gone. And in swine sleep that drench nature's lie, what cannot you and I perform upon the god of Duncan? What not upon his spongy offices? Who shall bear the guilt of our great cloud?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood these sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done?
Who dares receive it upper? When we make our greaves in clamours roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bend up all corporal agents to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. The false face must hide what the false heart does know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I haven't heard the clock.
And she goes down a cock.
I'm taking it later, sir.
Take my sword. It's husbandry in heaven. Candles are all out. Take me that too. Heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose.
Give me my sword. Who's there?
Friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been in unusual pleasures and sent forth great largesse to your office. This diamond greets your wife withal by the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became servant to defect, which else should free of all.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
Well, in doing it, it shall make honour for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but still keep my bosom franchise to my allegiance clear. I shall be cancelled.
You could propose the one.
Thanks, sir. Alike to you.
Go, bid thy mistress when my drink is ready, she ring the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger I see before me? Its handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not? Fatal vision as sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind? A false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this, which now I draw. Thou marshalst me the way I was going, and such an instrument as I was to use. My eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee yet. And on thy blade and dungeon gouts of blood which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, o'er the one half world nature seems dead. Wicked dreams accuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. And withered murder alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf whose howls his watch thus, with stealthy pace. With Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thou sure, firm set earth, hear not my steps. Which way they walk for fear, thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and move the present horror from the time which now suits. Whilst I threat he lives, words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Has made thee born. That which has quenched them has given thee fire. Hark! It was the owl that shrieked. The fatal bell does give the sternest. He's about it. The doors are open and the sage brews do mock their charges with sea. I took that puzzle. Whether in like death their natures lie to contend, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What ho?
Alas! I'm afraid they have awaked and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounded. Hark! I laid the daggers ready. He could not miss them. I did not so resembled my father as he slept. I'd have done it. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl screaming, the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now?
As I descended.
I.
Who lies in the second chamber?
Don't obey.
This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in sleep, and the other cried murder that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them. They did say their prayers and address themselves again to sleep.
They're two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us. And amen the other, as if they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deep.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after so. They will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the ravelled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life. Saw labour's bath. Balm of hurt minds, great nature's second cause, chief nourisher in life's great feast.
What do you mean?
Still, the voice cried, sleep no more to all the house clowns has murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
I dwell thee. Oh. You do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-seekingly of me. Go, get some water and wash this filthy business from your hands. Why have you brought the daggers to this place?
They must lie there. Go! Smear the crumbs of blood.
I'll not go again. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on again, I dare not.
Infirm! Huh? Give me the dice. The sleeping, the dead, which is pictured. It is the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If you do bleed, then I'll kill the faces of the sleepy grooves of blood. For it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are these? They pluck out mine eye. Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands? No. No, this, my hands will rather the multitudinous seas in Canada, making the green one red.
My hands are your clothes, but I shame where our hearts so blood. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to watch him. A little water cleans us of this deed. How easy it is then. Consistency have left you unattended. Knocking. Put on your nightgown. Let occasion call us. Let us to be seen for watches. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deeds will best not know myself. Wake, Duncan, with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
And on and on. I pray you remember the servant. Knock, knock, knock. Who in the devil's other name?
Was it so late, friendly? You went to bed that you do lie so late.
Faith, sir, we were carousing until the 2nd clock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine! unprovoked. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. Oh, therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. Oh, it makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and takes him off. Oh, it makes him stand to and not stand to. Oh, in conclusion, equivocates him in a sleep and, in giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, that it did. I, the very throat on me. But I requite him for his lie, and I think being too strong for him. Though he took up my legs sometime, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is that Master Staring? Knocking us away, community comes.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Oh.
Is the king staring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. Almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is joyful to you. Make it is one.
The labour we delight in, physics, pain. Come. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call for its limited service. Goes the king thence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down. And as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, prophesying accents terrible, of dark combustion and confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird did clamour for the living light, and some even said the earth was feverish, and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Horror, horror, horror! Tongue no heart cannot conceive no name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion of his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen the life of the building.
What is to say? The life?
In your majesty, approach the chamber and destroy your sight within your gorgon. Do not make me speak, see, and then speak yourselves. Call. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Malcolm and Albain! Banquo! Awake! Shake off this downy sleep! Death's counterfeit! And look on death itself! Up! Up! As in a great doom's image! Malcolm! Banquo! As from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls parley the sleepers of this house? Speak. Speak!
Gentle lady, it's not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo. Our own master.
Oh, alas, what? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I pray thee, contradict thyself. Say it is not so.
Had I died but an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this moment there's nothing serious in mortality, all is but toys. Grace and renown is dead, the wine of life is drunk, the mere least left to brag of. You are do not know. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your father is
By whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, done it. Their hands and face were patched with blood. So were the daggers which, unwound, we found upon their pillows. They starred and were distracted. No man's life is to be trusted with them.
Oh, yes, I do repent me for my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore, did you say?
Who can be wise and amazed, loyal and nutritious, temperate and furious in all but a moment? No man. The violent expedition, my love, outran the pause of reason. There lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs as wounds in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. And next to him, steeped in the colours of their trade, his murderers, their daggers unmannily breached with gore, who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known.
Help me, hence.
Look to the lady.
Why must we hold our tongues when most would claim this argument for ours?
What should be spoken here? For our fears hid in alcohol may rush and seize us. Let's obey. Our tears enough.
Or our strong sorrow from a foot of motion?
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against this undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all.
Let's briefly meet at the hall and put on manly readiness.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consult with them. Show an unfelt sorrows and offers the false man as easy. On to England.
To Ireland now. Our separated fortune shall keep us both safe. Where we are, there's daggers in men's mouths. The near in blood, the near in blinding.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted. Our safest way is to avoid the aim, but therefore to horse. Let us not be dainty of leave taking, but shift. There's warrant in the theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
Within the volume of time which I have seen, horrors dreadful, and things strange, but this sore night hath trifled former knowings.
Our good friend, thou see the heavens as troubled with man's act, threaten his bloody stage. by the clock to stay, and yet dark night strangles the travelling lamp. Is it the night's predominance, or the day's shame? The darkness does the face of the earth into, when living light should kiss it.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon, trying their pride of place, was, by a marsupial, hawked up and killed.
And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as if to make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat at each other.
They did so! The amazement of mine eyes it looked upon. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why? See you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day, what good could they pretend?
They were subordinates. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Kid's nature still. Thriftless ambition will raven up thine own life's needs. Then 'tis most likely the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named and gone to scone to be invested.
Where's Duncan's body?
Carried to Concure, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of their bones.
Were you just gone?
No, cousin, all to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
Well, you see things well done there. Adieu. As the roll ropes it easier than I knew.
Farewell, friends.
God's Bensons go with you, and with those that would make good and bad, and friends and foes.
Thou hast it now. King, corridor, arms, all. It's the weird women promise. And I fear thou playest most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why? By the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush. No more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been but a gap, and have a great feast and all things unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Your Highness has upon me, to which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie that ever made.
Ride you this afternoon,
Aye, my good lord.
and we should else have desired your good advice, which still hath been both grave and prosperous in this day's council. But we'll take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go at my course, the better I must become borrower the night for a dark hour or 20.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
They say our bloody cousins are disposed in England and in Ireland. not confessing their cruel patricide and filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. Hie you to your horse, adieu, till you return at night. Oh, ghostly us, will you?
Aye, my lord. Our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot. And so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be the master of his time till 7 to 9. To make society the sweeter welcome, we'll keep ourselves till supper time alone. Well then, God be with you. Oh, Sarah, a word. Attend those men, our pleasure.
They are, my lord. We'll find us how escape.
Bring them before. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he does, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that does guide his valour to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, placed a barren sceptre in my gripe, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeded. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan I murdered, put rankers in the vessel of my peace only for them. Mine eternal due, given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo, kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now, go to the door and stay there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then. Now have you considered of my speeches? Know that in times past it was he who held you so under fortune, which you had thought of an hour innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you, how you were born under hand, how crossed the instruments who wrought with them. This, that to half a soul and to a notion crazed might say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did. And I went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel as to pray for this good man when he hath bowed you to your grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye. In the catalogue ye go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, spaniels, mongrels, curs, chows, Water rugs and demi-wolves, all are clept by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishing. Swift. Slow. The supple. The hunter. The housekeeper, all according to the gift which bounteous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does receive particular addition from the bill which writes them all alike. Now he have a station, not in the worst rank of manhood saved, and I will enclose that business in your bosom, whose execution takes your enemy off and grapples you to the heart and love of us, who are our health but sickly in his life, which in his death would otherwise be perfect.
I am one, my liege, and the wild blows and buffets of the world are so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I set my love on any chance, to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know that Banquo is your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And at such bloody distance that every minute of his being strikes at my nearest of life. And though I could with bare-faced power sweep him from my sight, yet I may not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not lose but wail his fall, that I myself struck down. And it is for this reason that I make love to your assistance, masking this business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Though our lives,
your spirits shine through you. Within an hour at most, I can acquaint you with the place, acquaint you with the perfect, spy at the time, the moment on't, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace. Always thought that we require a clearness with him, to leave no rubs or blotches in the work. His son, Fleon, who keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than his father, must share the same fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
we are resolved, my lord.
Abide within. I'll call upon you straight. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it must find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, man. For returns against him.
Say to the king, I'd attend his leisure for a few moments.
None of my will.
Not had. All spent. It is high got without content. 'Tis safe to be that in which we destroy them, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Sorry as fancies your companions making, letting those fall, which should have indeed died. Think on. Things without remedy should be without regard. done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoin. Ere we will eat our meal in fear, then sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better to be with the dead, whom we to gain our peace have sent to peace. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on. Gentle, my lord. Sleep all the blood. Be bright, and jovial among who gets denied.
So shall I. And so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him in eminence, both eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must lave our honours in these flattering streams, making our faces visage to our hearts, disguising what they are. Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his fiance lives.
In them nature's copy, not entirely.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jockey. Ere the bat has flown his cloistered flight. Ere black Hecate summons forth the shard-born beetle whose drowsy hums ring the yawning peal of night. There is to be done a deed of dreadful night.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of the pitiful day. Cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me in bed. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things as the day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Our spurs are late and travel at pace to gain the timely end. And near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
It's mine now.
Then 'tis he. The rest are with the note of expectation, already are in the court.
His horses, they go about.
Almost a mile. But he does usually, so all men do. From hence to the palace gate, make it their walk.
A light! A light!
Stand to!
It'll be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Oh! Treachery! Fly, Macmillan, fly, thou mayest revenge! Oh! Slay!
Who did strike out the light?
Was not the way?
There's but one down, the sun is fled.
We've lost best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and see how much is done.
You know your own degrees. The first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
See, ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess shall keep her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends. My heart speaks. They are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Come, be large in mirth, I pray you. Anon will drink and measure the table round. There's blood on thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
Aye, my lord, his throat is cut. That we did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats, yet he's good that did the like for fleer. If it was thou, then thou art the non-pareil.
Most royal, sir. Fleo's escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as wide and general as the casing air, but now I am cabined, cribbed, confined into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Aye, my lord. Safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trench gashes on his head. At least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies, the one that's fled, hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get me gone, tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, we do not get the chill. The meeting is so bear without it.
Sweet remembrance. Good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both.
Come, your highness. Sit.
See here, had we our country's honour roofed, were the noble person of Banquo present, whom I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, your highness, sit.
Table's full.
Here's our place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it! Never shake thy gory locks at me!
That's right.
I pray you. Keep still. My lord is often thus, and has been from his youth. On a thought, he will be well again. Drink. Regard him not. Are you mad?
I! A bold one that dares look on that whose image would appall the devil!
Proper stuff. This is very painting of your feeling. This is the heir to dagger which you said led you to Duncan. All his faults and stars were broken a woman's tale by a fire authorized by her grandmother. Shame itself. Why do you make such face? When all is done, you look but on a steward.
Prithee, look! Lo, behold, how say you? If charnel houses and our graves will split those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the moors of kites.
Why command in folly?
If I stand here, I saw him. Blood has been shed ere now. Ere human statute purged the gentle wheel, aye. And since two murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The time has been that when the man's brains were out, he would lie dead and there remain. But now, they rise again with 20 mortal murders on their crowns and push us from our stools. Such things are stranger than such a murder is.
My word. Noble friends do lack
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know. Come, love and health to all. Give me some more fill. I drink to the general joy of the table. And to our friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would that he were here. To all. To him we thirst, and all to all.
To your duties on the bench.
Avaunt, and quit my sight, thy bones are marrowless. Thy blood is cold, thou hast no speculation in those eyes that thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good Pearce. Just a bit of custom. It only spoils the pleasure of time.
Approach thou! Like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, the Hyrcan tiger, take any form but that, and my nerves will not tremble. Or dare me to the desert with thy sword. Trembling I inhabit, then protest me the baby of a girl. Hence, unreal mockery, hence! Why, so being gone, I am a man again. Prithee, sit still.
Have displaced the mirth and brought the good meeting with the most admired disorder.
Can such things be that overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You would make me strange, even to the disposition I owe, and now I think you can see such things and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, when mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my good lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions and rage him. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go. At once.
Good night. And better have attend His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood. They say blood will have blood. Augurs and understood relations have by maggot pies and chows and rooks brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night?
Almost odds with morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send for himself?
I hear it by the way. But I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant feed. Tomorrow and betimes I will to the weird sisters, for now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all other causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as going on. Strange things have I in my head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You laugh the seasons of all nature. Sleep.
Come, go to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
Hope you enjoyed Act 1 of Macbeth. There will now be a short 15-minute interval. Please leave the auditorium while we set up for Act 2. Thank you.
Harpy cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about a cauldron go, in a poison entrails throw. Told that under cold dark days and nights, as 31 sweltered sleeping got, boiled out first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of the thence make, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hellbrook, boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, moor and gulf. Of the raven, salt sea shark, root of hemlock dug up in dark. Liver, blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of yew, silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of turf, and tartar's lips. Finger, bird strangled babe, dish delivered by a drag, make our gruel thick and slab. And there too, a tiger's children, for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, and then the charms burn and good.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret, black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, however you come to know it, answer me. Though you untie the winds and let them fight against the churches, though you let the foaming waves confound and swallow navigation up, though the bladed corn be lodged and trees fall down, though castles topple on their warders' heads and palaces and pyramids do bow their heads to their foundations, though all of nature's Germans tumble together, even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand,
We'll answer.
say, would thou rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters?
Call them. Let me see them.
Pour in Sow's blood that hath eaten her 9,000. Grease that sweating from the murder's given. throw thou the blame. Come high or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thoughts. Hear his speech would say thou knowest.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware, Macduff. Beware the fate of life. Dismiss me, enough.
Whatever thou art for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast harped my fear aright, but one word more.
You'll not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man. For none of woman born shall charm Macbeth.
Then live. Macduff, what need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurances doubly sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king, and upon its baby brow wears the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen,
But speak not to it.
Be lion-mettled, proud and take no care. Who chafes, who frets, who conspirers are. Macbeth shall never be vanquished until great Burnham woods to high Dunsinane hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree unfix its earthbound roots? Rebellion's head rise never till the wood of Burnham rise an hour. High-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature, pay his breath to time and mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, will Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall upon you. What is this?
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
I want too, like the spirit of Banquo. Damn! My crown to sear mine eyeballs. Now other gold-bound brows like the first. That is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? The fourth. What will this line stretch to the crack of doom? Another. And another, a seventh, I'll see no more. And yet the eighth appears, and bears a glass in whose image I do see many more, with some twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Now I see 'tis true, for the blood-bolted Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. Is this so?
Aye, sir. This is so. The wise sons Macbeth thus amazingly. Come, sisters, let us cheer his sprite, and show the best of our delights. I shall charm the air to make a sound, whilst you perform your antics round, so that this great king may kindly say, our duty did his welcome pay.
Gone! Gone! Let this pernicious owl stand I accursed in the calendar. Who's there? What
It is your grace as well.
Saw you the weird sisters.
No, my
Or
lord.
came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. I heard the galloping of horses. Who was it that came by?
'Tis Tippey, my lord. They bring you word. Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my lord.
Time. Thou anticipatest my dread exploit. The flighty purpose is now undertook unless the deed go with it. Fine. From now on, the very firstlings of my heart will be the firstlings of my hand, and to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No more boasting like a fool, this deed I'll do before my purpose cool. But no more, son. Where are these gentlemen? Bring me to them.
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not our fears do make us straight.
You know not whether it's his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife. To leave his babe. His mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. The poor rank and most diminutive of birds would fight for her young ones in the nest against the owl. All is the fear, and nothing is the love. So little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest cuz, I pray you school yourself. For your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. When we hold rumour on what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea, each way and move. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be back. My pretty cousin, blessings upon you.
Father he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool, should I stay longer. A bit of disgrace, and you in his comfort. I take my leave at once.
So your father's dead. And what will you do now? How will you know?
The birds do.
What with worms and flies?
With what I get, I mean, and so do they.
What bird? House never pit and net nor line. Pit all over the chin.
Why should I, mother? Poor birds, they're not sent for. For you're saying, my father is not dead.
Yes, he is dead. How will God do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
I could buy me 20 at any market.
And you'll buy them to sell them again.
Thou speaks with all thy wit. And yet, in faith, with wit enough to be.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye.
traitor?
One that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor. And must be hanged.
Must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Everyone.
Who's hanged them?
The honest men?
The liars and swears are fools. For there are liars and swears enough to beat the honest men and hang them up.
God help people, one thee.
For how thou do for father?
If you're dead, you'd weep for him. That you would not. It were a good sign that I should quickly have a new family.
What rather have our doors?
Bless you, fair dame, I am not to you known, though in your state of honour I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you would take a homely man's advice, be not found here. Hence, with your little ones. To fright you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to you with fell cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heavens preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm.
But I remember now I am in this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable. To do good sometimes counts as dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up this womanly defence to say I have done no harm? What is his face?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified as such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shaghead villain!
What, you egg? Young cry of treachery!
Oh! Run away, mother. He has killed me.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestry our downfall and method. This new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of Dolan.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe, and what I can rejoice, as I shall find the time too. Friend, I will. What you have spoke, it may be so perchance this tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought on. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me. A wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. The which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are still bright, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Chance was there that I found my doubts.
strong knots of love without leave taking. I pray you, let not mine own jealousies be your dishonours, but mine safety. You may be rightly just whatever I may think.
Bleed, through country. Great tyranny lay thou with thy base shore, for goodness dare not check thee. Where thou thy wrongs. The title is affared. Fare thee well, Lord. I will not be the villain that thou thinkst for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the reach east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each day a new gash is added to her wounds. I think with all there'll be hands uplifted in my right, I have offer of goodly thousands from England. And yet, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my soul, my country shall have more vices than it hath before, more suffer and sundry than ever by him that shall succeed.
What shall it be?
It is a me, in whom I know the particulars of vice so grafted, that when opened black Macbeth shall seem as pure as snow. The poor stateless kingdom is a lamb compared with my confineless harm.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more daunting evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden smacking of every sin that has a name. There's no bottom, none, to my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cisterns of my lust and desire. Better Macbeth than such a one to win.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It had been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and full of many kings. But fear nor yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold the time you may so good drink. There cannot be the luxury in you to love so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so divine.
With that there grows such a stanceless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off nobles for their land, desire his jewels and this one's house, that my more having would act as a source to make me hunger more, that I should start quarrels, unjust, between the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, gross, with more pernicious root than some esteeming lust. And it had been the sword of our slain kings. Yet do not fear that Scotland hath poisons to fill up your will, of your mere own. All these are reputable with all your other graces weighed.
But I have none. The king becoming graces is justice, verity, temperance, stableness, lowliness, mercy, bounty, perseverance, courage. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No! Not to live! Oh, nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Sees that the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction, stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed. Thy royal father was the most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, often upon her knees and on her feet, tight every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon myself have banished me from Scotland. Oh, my breast. Thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples and reconciled my thoughts with thy good truth and honour. A devilish Macbeth by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks from over-credulous haste the God above deal between thee and me. For even now, I put myself to thy direction, and do hereby abjure all taints and blames laid upon myself, but strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to woman, never have forsworn, have scarcely coveted what was mine own, at no point broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, no less in truth than light. My first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Coming thither is old Seward with 10,000 warlike men. Now, we'll together, and the chance of goodness be our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here?
'Tis my countryman, yet I know him not.
My little cousin. Welcome hither.
I know him now. Good time to remove the means that make us strangers.
Sir Annex.
Stands Scotland where he did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, tongue brave, where who knows nothing, won't seem to smile, where sighs and shrieks and groans that render the air are made, not marked, where violent sorrow seemed and modern ecstasy. And good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying or a sick.
Relation. Too nice and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth his the speaker, each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well,
And all my children?
well too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace.
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
But not reminds me of your speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I had heavily borne, there ran a rumour of many worthy fellows that were out, which to my belief were witness enough. For that I saw the tyrant's power of it. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it thy comfort, we are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us 10,000 men, a good a soldier as any Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer comfort with the like? But I have words that would be howled in desert air. A hearing should not match them.
What concern then? The general cause, or is it a fee grief to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever.
Kiss it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babe savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner were on the quarry of these murdered deer to add the death of youth.
Merciful heaven! What man? Ne'er pull your hat upon your brows. It gives sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers o'er the fraught heart and bids it break.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said,
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children! Oh, my pretty ones. Did you say all? Well, kind all. all my pretty chickens in the town. At one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so! But I must also feel it as a man! I cannot but remember such things were that were most precious to me. Heaven look on and will not take the part. Sinful Macduff, they're all struck for thee. No, not for their own demerits, but for mine. For slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your soul. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it.
I could play the woman with mine eyes, and bragger with my tongue. O gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking. The powers above put on their instruments. Gather watches you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
Watched with you for 2 nights, but can perceive no truth to your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon herself, take forth paper, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this under the most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once both the benefits of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to be, and 'tis most you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. No, you, here she comes. On my life, fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses shut.
What is it she does now? Look what she does with her hands.
It is an accustomed action of her, to see thus washing her hands. I have known it continuing this quarter of an hour.
Yet there's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I shall set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance more the stronger.
Out, damned spot! Out, I say! One. Two. It's time to do it. Hell is murder. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a fear. What need we fear when no one can call our power to a conquest? Yet who would have thought the old man had so much blood in him? Then if I had a wife,
is she now? Will these hands ne'er be clean? Never again, my lord! No! Oh, that. You marvelled old Scott.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She just spoke what she should not. I am sure of it. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia could not sweeten this little hand.
All that side there is, the heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well,
Pray God it please me.
this disease is beyond my practice, though I have known those who walked in their sleep to die wholly in their beds.
Wash your hand on your nightgown. Look not so pale. Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of one's grave.
Even so.
To bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the entry. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed.
I reckon.
How rumours are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their pillows discharge their secrets. She needs more the divine than the physician. God help us all. So look after her. Remove from her all sources of annoyance and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. She has mated my mind and amazed my sight. I think, but I dare not say.
Good night, the doctor.
English power of Nair, done by Malcolm and the good Macduff, for vengeance burden them. To their dear causes would, to the bleeding and grim alarm, excite the mortified man.
Soon we shall meet them. That way, are they coming?
Who knows if Donalbain, who was his brother,
certain there is. I have a file of all the gentry. There's Donalbain, there's Seward's son, and there are many unrough youths, even now, who test their first of manhood.
And what does the tyrant?
Great Duncan, he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others, the lesser hits him, do call it a valiant fury. But, for certain, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the battlefield.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands? Those in command move only in command, nothing in love. And now does he feel his title hang loose, like a giant robe on a dwarfish feet?
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recall and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being so?
Well, march we on, to where obedience matters truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly will, and with him pour we, in our country's purge, each drop of us.
Or as much as we need. To Judas our floor, and drawing the weeds, make we our march.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly, all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy, Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits, no, all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth, for no man that's born of woman shall ever have power over thee. Fly, false, fanes, and mingle with English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon, where goest thou with that goose look?
There is 10,000.
What geese, villain?
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy cheeks and o'erhead thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers patch? Death of thy soul, those linen cheeks of thine counsellors to fear. What soldiers wave face?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan! I'm sickened when I behold Satan! This push will cheer me now or deceit me ever. I have lived long enough. My way of life was fallen into the sere, the yellow leaf. And that which should accompany old age as love, honour, obedience, troops, and friends, I must not look to have. In their stead, curses, not loud but deep. Mouth honour, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Satan!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till the flesh from my bones be hacked. Bring me my armour.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses, scur the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Bring me my armour. How does thy patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick cunning fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote Cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs, I'll have none of it. If thou couldst, cast the water of my land, find her disease. Purge it to a sound in pristine health, and I would applaud thee till the very echo applauded again. The veins fly from me, doctor. Hear'st thou of them?
The raw preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Wood comes to Duncan.
Were I from Duncan, away and clear, profit again, hardly draw me here.
I would the days were near at hand, the chambers would be safe.
We doubt it nothing.
What is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him.
Thereby we shall shadow the number of our host, a report of us.
Shall be done.
Well, then no other, but the confident tyrant keeps it in Duncan's name, and will endure setting down before it.
This is main hope. Where there is the advantage, both more and less have given him the revolt. Those that serve him are but constrained things, whose hearts are absent too.
Our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership. The time approaches, that we will due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative that unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must all be tricked, towards which advance the war.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Our castle's strength could laugh a siege to scorn. Here, let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we would have met them, devil beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What was that noise?
This is the cry of women, my lord.
I've almost forgot the taste of fear. The time had been, my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. My fell of hair withered a dismal treaties round and stir as though life were. I was sucked full with horror. Giants, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start them. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a work. And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and fruts his hour upon the stage. Is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comes to use thy tongue and story quickly.
I should report that which I say I saw. I know not how to do it.
Well say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Burnham, and methinks the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Allow me to enjoy your wrath, my lord. If it not so, you will see it within this stream how I say a moving grove.
If thou liest, from the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. Thou speak sooth, thou must do for me as much I cannot. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like the truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane, and now forest comes to Dunsinane. Arm and out! If that which he avouches does appear, there is nor flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun. I wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow, wind, come rack, at least we'll die with harness on our back.
Now near enough. Put down your screens and show like those you are. Worthy Macduff, lead us into our first battle, and we shall do what else remains according to your order.
Very well. Do we but find this tyrant's power tonight, and let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all the trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of a woman? Such a one am I to feel or none.
Say thy name. I will reach your market.
Can't be afraid to hear it.
No. Though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any of these hands.
My name is Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce the title more hateful to my name.
No, it's no more fearful.
Thou liest, O tyrant. With my sword I'll prove.
Thou was born of a woman. Blades, I smile at weapons, laughed to scorn, brandished by one that's of a woman born.
voices. Tyrant, show thy face! If thou be slain in no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will hold me still. I cannot strike a wretched current whose arms are high to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbuttered edge I sheathe again unneeded. There thou shouldst be. By this great clutter, one of greatest noxiums bruited. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
Come, friends, the castle gently rendered. The townspeople on both sides do fight. The Fanes do bravely in the war. The day is almost ours. And little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Come, friends, enter the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and fall on my own blade? As I see lives, the gashes do better on them.
Turn, hellhound. Turn!
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labour. Thou mayst as easy the entrenching air with thy keen blade impress as make me bleed. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so. And be these juggling fiends no longer believed. I will not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the sullen gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted on a pole, and under it, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield. And to kiss the ground at young Malcolm's feet. And to be baited with a rabble's curse. Though Burnham would become to Dunsinane, and now opposed of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold, enough.
Some must go off, and yet such great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble brother Donalbain, he...
Your brother, my lord, has paid a soldier's debts. He only lived until he was a man, which no sooner had his price confirmed in the unshrinking station where he falls, but like a man, he dies.
And he is dead.
Aye. And brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many brothers as I had hairs, I could not wish them to a fairer death. And so his knell is knolled.
He's worth more sorrow, and that'll spend him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. And so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak a salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
You shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thane and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do is call home our exiled friends that fled the watchful tyranny of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. What needfuls else, by grace of grace, we shall perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.